Let's get more on this story. I'm joined by Jonathan McDowell, who's an astrophysicist based in Somerville, Massachusetts. Many thanks for speaking to us, Jonathan. TRT World, I can imagine, as a scientist, this must be so interesting to you. What is it that you and other scientists are hoping will be achieved by this mission?
Well, we've been waiting for this mission for a very long time. And to actually taste the outer atmosphere of the sun, to send a probe there instead of studying it from 150 million kilometers away, is going to really reveal a lot about the mechanisms by which the sun heats the solar wind, and that affects us here on Earth because burps from the sun's atmosphere come out, hit the Earth, affect our communications, affect our upper atmosphere. So it's actually very important for us to probe the sun and figure out how it all works.
One of the questions I had was, we talk a lot about how incredibly hot the sun is. How is this Parker mission going to actually sustain getting that close to the sun's atmosphere?
It's a huge problem. We have a big heat shield on the front of the spacecraft that's made of sort of carbon composite stuff that's just incredible technology that can protect it. Behind that, the rest of the spacecraft kind of hides from the sun, and a little sensor peeks out round the side. We were testing this sensor. The first time we tested it with a simulated sun in the lab, we burnt right through the steel support that it was on. So it's very challenging to make material that can survive that heat. And at the end of the mission, when we run out of fuel and the spacecraft starts to tumble, the rest of the spacecraft will just melt and burn away once the heat shield's no longer protecting it.
So this is a 7-year mission, I believe. Potentially, what are the pitfalls? What could go wrong?
Well, each time we go close to the sun, we're going to come back out and fly by Venus, and Venus is going to steal a little bit more of our energy. We're going to dip even closer to the sun. So each time we go in, we'll be a little closer, and so you're stressing the systems a bit more. If you fail to point the spacecraft right, so so that the heat shield isn't pointing the right way, that could be disastrous. It would burn up. So it's always a tricky thing when you're trying to control a robot from a distance of millions of kilometers away. But I think this is an experienced team. They'll do it right, and we're going to get just great science data from this thing when it reaches the vicinity of the sun this November.
Looking forward to all the answers that we hope it will provide. Jonathan McDowell, it's really interesting to talk to you, an astrophysicist based in Somerville, Massachusetts.